Alright, so in this video, I'm going to talk about my favorite pro wrestlers. I have a long list. These are, probably there's about 10 of them that I really enjoy over the years, throughout all my whole time on this planet. Right now, my favorite, and has been for a while now, is the Viper, Randy Orton. And here's one of the DVDs I got. WWE put that out years ago. He's done a lot since then, obviously. Because this was... what year was this? 2011. I've really enjoyed his work over the years, from the time he was the Legend Killer, to now he's the Viper, and he's in a tag team with Matt Riddle, RK Bro. Like, I don't really watch wrestling right now as much as I used to. I watch it on occasion, WWE and AEW. I think I watch AEW more, but I usually just watch, their Wednesday night show, Dynamite. I try not to miss an episode of that every week. WWE is hit or miss. I watched Raw this week, and it was alright. But yeah, that's currently one of my favorites. But a lot of these other guys came out a long time ago, and they've all retired. One of them hasn't really announced his retirement yet, and this is the next one I'm going to talk about, because he's a big-time actor right now, and he still has some matches left in him. So he will be back for another one, and he might be at WrestleMania next year. But The Rock. All the classic moments with this guy, like his feud with Stone Cold, his time in the Nation of Domination, and he became this big breakout star. Everybody loved him. One of my favorite moments is, when him and Chris Jericho got up there and started making fun of Stephanie McMahon. That was some of the funniest stuff I've ever heard. And he's done a lot of stuff like that. Like his feud with John Cena. The guy was so funny, and there was a lot of stuff that he said back then he'd get canceled for today, which I think is stupid. Free speech. You should be allowed to say what you want. If someone's offended, boo-hoo, go cry, too bad. So sad. The next one has retired. He had some heart issues. He's not physically allowed to do it anymore. Kind of sucks, because I was kind of looking forward to seeing him do a few more matches. Now, he's already in the WWE Hall of Fame, whereas The Rock isn't. As part of DX, he's in there. Not yet as a solo artist. I know he will get there, but it's Triple H, the King of Kings. Whew, I remember when he debuted. He was this just uptight rich person and looked down on everybody. And then he got together with Shawn Michaels, and they did the whole DX thing, and that was just some of the funniest things ever, other than what The Rock and Stone Cold and all these other guys were doing. And so Stone Cold's definitely on this list as one of my favorites. He just had his last match, which I thought was good. Some of my favorite Stone Cold moments, though, is him, beating up Vince McMahon and beating up Booker T in the grocery store. Freaking hilarious. And this guy, he loved to beat the crap out of people and then drink a few beers and have a party. And I love listening to his podcasts and watching the Brook with Skull sessions on Peacock TV. I haven't really caught that in a while. I might have to start watching that again, because and I had to watch WrestleMania this year just because he was going to be there. And WrestleMania overall was good, even if he hadn't been there, it would have been a great WrestleMania. It was good. I loved it. And so, I've already mentioned this guy, but the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Another favorite of mine. Okay, I don't know what I was going to say there, but another favorite wrestler of mine is Bret Hart, who has feuded with both of these guys. Undertaker's another favorite wrestler of mine. And it's kind of hard to choose who my favorite is, but it is a toss-up between Stone Cold and The Undertaker. Some days Stone Cold's my number one, sometimes Undertaker. They vie for that position. They're just on equal footing there with me. The Macho Man, Randy Savage, was someone else that I loved watching as a kid. I didn't really watch WCW. I was always a WWE guy. So it kind of sucked when he left. But I watched his WCW matches, and And the Macho Man is just one of the best ever. Now, the very first pro wrestler that I got into, and I had the wrestling buddy of this guy, the Ultimate Warrior, who sadly left us 8 years ago, but hey, gone, but not forgotten. This guy was just amazing in the ring. And it's a shame that he's gone. I would love to have seen him at least do one more match, and well, we're not going to get that. But yeah, just pro wrestling has always been something in my life. My dad got me into it because he started when he was in the Navy, actually, watching, Mid-Atlantic, Deep South, all that stuff. And then finally got into WWE, and he was watching that when I was a baby, and I've just always been into this stuff. Not so much in recent years because it's just not that good anymore. But they still have some good moments. I still enjoy watching it once in a while when I do. But I used to be like a big time wrestling fan, and not so much anymore. But yeah, that is all of my favorites. I want to hear from all of you at the bottom. Who are your favorite wrestlers and why? I think I know what my sister's going to say because I know she used to like it too, right along with us. The whole family watched it. I mean, I remember, sitting around the TV, Monday Night Raw is War would come on, we'd watch it, and of course SmackDown came out, we'd watch that, and it was just a great family bonding moment. And we got a little loud and crazy because some of this stuff is just great to watch, and I kind of miss those days. I wish a lot of these guys were still wrestling, but you can only do it for so long. I mean, people get old, have health issues, and things happen. But I know there is a great crop of new wrestlers out there. The current generation, they are amazing to watch. And, we'll see what happens. I mean, maybe WWE will make the great big comeback. And it'll be fun again. But until then, it is what it is. But anyway, that is all. I will catch you all later. Bye.